Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Coolum Beach Bowls Club for the men's and women's singles competition starting today. So they're at a number of clubs. We'd just like to thank all of our sponsors, Suzuki Queensland, the Queensland Government, Sunshine Coast Council, and of course the Coolum Beach Bowls Club. We have men's singles today. 3-person section. 2 players play, 1 marks, and the 3 rounds today will take us through to post-sectional tomorrow. We have a fantastic looking morning here at Coolum. Pretty much blue sky everywhere. A slight breeze blowing through to keeping the lid on the temperature. And our first match today on the stream is James Hogan from the North Ipswich Club playing Peter Campbell from the Windsor Club. We have pictures. Peter is playing with the orange bowls, and James has the 2 toners. This one just takes a ride up and maybe close to a full count here. James has got to just duck inside here. He might get some help up. And 1. Boys will walk up there and confer. We've basically got only 3 full greens here today, so there are plenty of players on show. If you'd like to come down and see some good bowls, enjoy some ice cold drinks and refreshments, lunch, Coolum Beach Bowls Club is the place to be today. Okay, so Peter has opened the scoring there. 3 shots. The game today is the first to 21 ends. First to 21 shots. Yeah, first to 21 ends. First to 21 shots, we are on a time limit of 2 hours 30. Tipping that there'll be quite a few games finished within that time frame. Fair start there from Peter. Good morning, Shannon. Good morning, Mary. Welcome to the coverage. Peter's just not going to get all the way there. So opens it up for James to slide through. Dropped another one right in front. A change of hands now from Peter. tracking in. Probably second shot. He's on a fairly good run here. Doesn't want to promote the front one. Well, that's what happened. Well, Peter's back out on his forehand. He's going to find a home behind here. James is going to hunt on down here if he can get connection with that shot bowl. A chance to pick up a few here. This is where they start to turn from. Just going to be a little bit wide through. Looks like it's just one more to Peter. First two ends. Done and dusted. Score moves on to 4 to Peter. Hello folks, we're being joined in commentary this morning by Luke. Welcome aboard, Luke.
Yeah, welcome to me. Thanks, mate.
We're 3/4 length, a little bit more. Peter to lead off. Pretty good start here.
Good opening bowl. Looks to be a good
Got some merit. Are we going to run all the way? I think we have. Pretty good reply.
Green looks like it's running quite nice this morning.
Yeah, they've done a great job with the greens under the circumstances, with all the water that they've had.
Absolutely. Greenkeeper's nightmare.
Well, we had an absolutely brilliant day, a brilliant final here yesterday afternoon. If you didn't get to see it live, it is. You can see it on YouTube and Facebook, and it's well worth a look because it was a very exciting game and a very exciting finish.
Yes, definitely some very, very, very big bowls from the skippers being played. So congrats to Jeremy and Jeff O'Hara.
Well, 19-4 behind. I think the fat lady was warming up the tonsil there at one stage, but she was put on hold, and yeah, we had a fantastic finish.
Yeah, well, world class bowler in Jeremy. He's never done and dusted, that's for sure. But that was yesterday. Now we all play for ourselves.
Yep.
In this one, good unlucky there from James.
They're not happy about promoting that one up. Yeah, it's interesting. He's had a pretty good championship. I think he's played in 4 events for 3 gold medals. It's not a bad record to have.
Yes, I mean, and first year for him to play in the Queensland Championships as well. So it's pretty fair way to open up your titles, your Queensland titles.
Well, he's got a pretty fair resume. It's not like he's new to the game.
He's won a couple of things, I've heard.
Just a couple.
Yeah. So, I'm not sure. Is he lining up in the singles, do you know, Tim?
Yeah, well, I do actually. We managed to get him in here after the game for a few words last night. And as you can imagine, he was beaming and very excited. And he let us in on a scoop by signing off by saying, well, I'm not playing the singles tomorrow.
Okay.
And later during the presentations, Bowls Queensland were saying that there'd been a number of withdrawals from the singles. And he quoted a number, and because I'd overheard what Jeremy said, Jeremy was sitting behind me and I just mouthed the words 42. But when he did come to the microphone to accept the prize, he did make the comment again there in front. So I think he might be having a well-earned rest today.
Yeah. So Pete, he got another one there for
Yes,
that one.
yep.
So
One more to
ticking the board
Peter.
over, 5-0. It's always good to come out in a singles game. It's pretty important too to come out and just sort of fire away straight away, especially with the 21 shot count. If you come out slow and you drop some multiples, it can be pretty hard to pull back.
It's always hard to run them from behind.
Yeah, definitely.
These sort of sectional play too, you can get some that just race through. You blinked and they're done in an hour, and then you can look at the others and they're pushing it up to get done in 2.5 hours.
Yes, yeah. The last time I actually played the state singles, all of my sectional games went to time because they were just good hard grinding battles. It was Broadbeach and it was pouring down rain. Pretty much the whole game, but the greens held up nicely for that, and it's tough.
Oh, so it's never good playing in the rain.
Well, saves a shower, I reckon. Water savage is good.
I think that one's just decided to visit the sandpit. James will be looking to improve on his first there.
Line looks good. It's just on his weight now.
I don't think he's sent it again.
Oh, weight was definitely better. Just missed the line a little bit. It was kind of funny yesterday. This I played rink 6 there in the bronze playoff, and the wind was it changed like halfway through the game. And it made it a little bit tricky to pick, and that's standard Coolum though.
Well, when it turns around, it comes from the west.
Yeah.
So it's typical of a coastal beach club.
Absolutely.
Where you get those wind variances.
Yeah.
A little bit like playing up on at Musgrove when the wind gusts.
Oh my, Aussie, beautiful greens, terrible wind control.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't try to overthink when you play up there, because you can go nutso.
It never makes sense when you got the wind blowing across you and that's actually the wide side. You think it's the tight, but yeah. Yeah,
for those that visit there and play there regularly, they've got a big advantage of the novices that come there and go, well, why isn't it so? Why is it not working? And by the time they've worked it out, their opponents has scrubbed them up and they're off the green.
Exactly. So Jimmy needs to come up with a bit of a big bowl here. Interesting hand change with his last bowl. I don't mind it. It gives him opportunities. He has paced this quite well by looks.
He has.
Needs the jack. Does get it. And he's on the board.
That takes the pain out.
Very good. He's on the board now.
You're not coming from the next stand, staring up and looking at 0 next to your name on the scoreboard.
No. Single digit. So just sort of looking across the greens, and it looks like we've got some pretty good matchups out there. Some good bowlers, as you expect.
That's a real broad range of club shirts there. Looking on green 1, turn around the other way, and at green 2, there's maybe one that I can see that's with the same jumper on them. They're all different.
And it's the good thing about states. You get an opportunity to play against, bowlers from clubs that you'd, probably never get to. And I think it's one of the greater things about our game as well. Is all the different areas that people come from, and you get to meet them, and that's AO is another thing. It's great for that.
The 3 weeks from the Bowls Queensland perspective, the 3 weeks of the district side and state championships, it's exactly what you're saying there, Luke. I was involved in it for a long time, and I used to always look forward to that period, because you'd get to renew acquaintances and that you wouldn't see these guys for 12 months, especially some of them right out in the northwest and the tropical far north. Where a lot of them were the same guys all the time, not necessarily guys that were being picked on form, but guys who had the cash to be able to pay to come, because the districts weren't that well off. Yeah, good start here from Peter. Made one just
being
behind.
Positive with his draws, which is, I think it's a good thing. He's getting bowls in up there, always past the head. It's easier to adjust. Pulling the weight back a little bit. So, and, he's always there if needed for up shots. Your bowl's there ready to catch them. So, nice second bowl coming in here from James.
Yep. It's going to get all the way here. That is perfect.
Pretty much picture quality, that one. Take a picture, send it to your students and go, righto, that's what you should be trying to do.
I think he's cut the grass here a bit.
Yes. Weights, he's thereabouts. But Pete's a very experienced sort of campaigner. He'll know how to fix that up. Actually, I know Pete quite well, and I feel like the club he's a part of now, the Windsor Wombats, it suits him very well, because he's a bit of a wombat himself. So...
Well, the 3 there from James, he's nothing the matter with his line.
No, he's picked his line, no problems for this end. And I'm surprised. I noticed he's actually gone long with it. Pete's been rolling that good, a sort of 3/4 or just over kind of length, and I thought James might have tried tightening it, making it a bit shorter or something like that. But obviously doesn't mind the longer ends.
Well, he's got a couple at the moment.
Yeah, that's right.
See how good his correction is. Oh, he's certainly out in the right paddock.
Line's good.
How much has he got on it?
Yeah, this is going to be enough to count for 3, I think. Oh,
it is.
Yeah.
It is pulling up a little there still.
It's not the most glorious of 3s, but it is 3, and
well, there's a mile of room here for Peter. So
yeah.
Trust the grass line.
He's looking tight here.
It doesn't look like it's got much on it.
Oh, he might.
He's going to slide through to the back door, and that'll probably go close to giving him to
I reckon
the second shot, I should say.
I don't know. I reckon he's finished off too well.
I lost it out of the screen. So
yeah. Look, obviously we're fortunate we can kind of look out to the green and get more a bit of a gauge.
Well, the boys will tell us soon enough. Robbie's honed in on the marker, and the marker's got the paddles. It's no secret men's business when they've got the paddles. They're not turning around and pointing fingers away from the camera.
No.
So I don't mind being streaming when the girls play, because they just draw big numbers in their fingers. you can't but miss, what's going on there. Okay,
so
turned out to be 3.
Yeah.
That one must have really skipped away.
Yeah, it's and it is sort of one of those things here. Definitely found it yesterday on both greens. Actually, there you kind of miss your line just a little bit on the inside, and off it goes.
There are two very distinct sides on both of these greens. And it has pretty much been that way for the last 20 years. It hasn't changed at all, even when they've dug the thing up and redone it completely.
No, it's I'm not sure if you'll find a much more like a better club, and no disrespect to any other club in the district, of course, but 3 very consistent greens. Generally, each time I've played up here, I played here a few months ago in the Grade 8s final for my club, Scarby, and the green then, we'd had a bit of rain leading up to it, and it was good then. And for what we've had, like you're saying just before, for what we've had lately, the greens are running quite a treat.
Oh, we've been extremely lucky. I mean, we've only had 3 greenkeepers in 25 years, and each of them have been here for a very significant amount of time. And the club has had a reputation with its greens as being very well received by bowlers. And
yes.
That's the thing that counts. You can talk yourself up as much as you like, but if the bowlers like the greens and like coming here, that's the tick.
Yeah. All right, so we're on to it. We've got a tight game, 5-4. James has gone back-to-back ends. I'm not going to have a crack at who's holding shot until this bowl, because this is shot. I'm off the fence.
Can I guess that's a shot bowl?
I'd have to agree with you, Danny. I don't really want to go against you on that one, to be honest. Mate. So, very good reply from Pete. James has sent this one.
James is hunting down here.
Tell you what, that's going
to hold
close. Just got enough of it.
Very good bowl.
Good bowl. Don't think that'll affect Pete too much. He's finished in a nice spot for Pete where he can play that little bit over. If he's a bit wide, he can land shot bowl.
He had the option either hand.
And he's close.
He's got the right weight. He's coming home all the way to this.
He's just going to get
there
it.
There you go.
Yeah. Don't know.
I think it might be.
I'd give him a shot there, at least.
James has asked the umpire. No, he's two down.
Okay.
James is going to come down on the backhand.
Well, all he's got to do is probably just give his bowl a roll and a half.
He's going to hit the wrong one up. Yeah, that hand out there is the wider side coming down.
So this is actually a little bit, so this is interesting. It's making Pete change his hand here.
Yep.
Because it's dangerous either side, obviously. So pump her out there. If she comes back, she comes back.
Well, that's exactly what he's done there, Luke. He's trusted himself, given it the air. It's going to go pretty close to coming all the way back.
Gets back, foot less, and he probably has third shot there. And
just like it's
could still have three anyway.
The little eyebrow with the orange bowls all going. We were building clock faces yesterday. We got eyebrows.
Yeah.
Boys have looked around, come up with a number.
Going 3. I'm seeing 3 in the paddles there. So, yeah, that's kind of what you want to do. You drop a 3, pick a 3 straight back up. It's like, well, all right, that didn't faze me. And let's go.
The mat's up about 2 metres from the tee. And, White's probably 3 metres from the front of the centre line.
So just under 3/4 here. This is a good length.
This is well out. It's running all the way back to the centre line. That's a good start there. Peter will be happy with that.
Very important bowl.
You've just got a big score or a fair number, and you get the mat, determine the length, and then stick one right on it. That's just keeping the pressure on.
And it's good too, because you've changed that length.
Well, this is fairly well pointed too. This has got the legs to get home. It's going to drop in front.
Yeah, good enough.
Well,
James says, you know what? This length's just fine too for me.
That will be the boss.
Well out again.
Peter's in a good field. Just has he got the run?
He definitely does.
He has.
Close to a hopper here.
I'm tipping that one's the shop.
Oh, look, Timmy, I think you're sitting on the fence a little bit too much, to be honest. So we should see a hand change here from, James. Good positive draw up. Little tight, he lands the bowl. Perfect line, he grabs the jack back for 2. And I'm liking the line all on pace. Just got to
dropped out a bit, but he's going to get the result. Smack in the belly. Take the jack away. Got 2 now.
They can be those sort of breakers as well too, like you've played 2 good bowls and then they just come back and replied nicely. But Pete says, I'm not phased.
That's a pretty good response.
Good bowl.
Heads changed again.
Every bowl so far, it's been a change.
Well, so far I think we've landed a good game on the telly ring because they both have been doing a good job so far. That's not a bad bowl there. Didn't miss by much. I think Peter will be keen to stick another one in the head here.
Floated her out again. If he's got the right pace, he'll drop back. I think he's just a little heavy this time.
This is where it really starts to work from there. You'd think it wasn't coming, and in actual fact, it's in the count.
Okay. Marker indicating that it could just be the one, which is a bit of a surprise. I thought, that might only be about a foot behind.
We'll see what happens with this.
Maybe Jimmy's shot bowl there that's in the... Oh, I'm not liking this.
Haven't got enough weight to get lucky either, I don't think. He's going to get a run inside.
Oh, hang on.
Oh. Jump in there too early and have to wipe the mud off your face.
I'm thinking Jimmy's bowl there... that's in the measure there. It must only be a bowl or so in front of Jack, and that's why it makes it a bit close. I'm predicting front bowls this shot.
I think the boys are accepting 1. Yep, there it is. 1 shot to Peter.
Just the 1. Okay. Well. Still good. Who we got viewing in and making some comments? Where have we gotten up to, Timmy? Because obviously you just joined in. Who have we welcomed aboard so far?
You can start from there.
Start from Vince?
Start from Vince, yep.
There's Vince coming from Leppington, Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. Very good. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard to everyone that is tuned in.
I think I saw Mary Ingham's name on there.
Yeah, from
joining us from Scotland.
Good old Scotland.
Regular viewer.
I must have said something half smart or something because I've got somebody saying totally agree with you, Luke, but I don't even remember it. But thanks, Shannon. The celebrations for yesterday, I'm glad we didn't win because it was a little bit messy just after finishing fourth. So, but great carnival.
There'd been a fly on the wall at Club Koana last night. You might have been a little bit more sicker this morning.
Yeah, I was definitely not going anywhere. Oh, well, we got accommodation, a little Airbnb, a couple of minutes from here, and yes.
So on the way home, do you go via the pub?
As in last night, or
Oh, I don't want to ask too many questions. Last night, Andy. I know there's a big soiree at the pink night at the club. All the local girls and everything are out they're dressed in their finery.
I didn't know that, but that's okay. All right, so a little short there for James. And good morning to Helen, Graciela, Cam from, I am not even going to try to say that, Saskatoon, I'm going to go. Look at that. Oh, Pete, with a note. What a ripper of a bowl there from Pete. And we've got Jason. How's Jimmy looking here?
Just not going to be wide enough.
Yeah.
It's going to have fairly good weight, but
so lock in the weight, fix the line, and happy days.
that's interesting. Two blokes up there on the roof, and they don't have braces on.
I think that's yeah. Oh, Pete's well.
It's not far enough.
He was wide. James can kind of play this with a little bit of weight over if he wants to.
Oh, if he gets a little move to the right there, he could pick up a couple.
Tell you what,
he's
not far away.
Better line this time. And
he is coming. Is he going to get there enough? He's got a piece.
He's done enough.
There we go. And that, again, it comes back to, that's where I guess having those bowls sitting there waiting when you're in a scenario like that. You know, he was only one down, so he could play that with no real danger.
No. You have the chops and you stand there and back yourself in. That's the go.
And I think, you know, that's what makes a good singles bowler as well, is you can play all your shots and you back yourself to play any shot you choose to play.
It's one to James. Oh, he's a dodgy bookmaker.
Unbelievable. Comes in smiling. No microphone on his head today. He's like, I'm done, boys. It's been a good few weeks. He's done a good job, Adam. I mean, everyone does a good job when they jump in here.
I'm crooked, he, mate. He's the worst bookmaker I've ever had. He doesn't want to give you any odds at all.
Yeah.
And then if he gets a win, he wants to close the shop and put his money in his pocket and do a runner.
That's a bookmaker for you. That's a smart bookmaker, though. They tell me he carries a pretty good golf bag, though. So.
Yeah, he'd done a bit of that. It was funny when I hardly met him, but the first day of the district sides. But he's done a lot of things that I've done.
Yeah,
I was on a bag for a mate of mine on the professional tour in New South.
Okay.
Didn't do Asia or St Andrews like he had, but there was a lot of stories that we have similar experiences, because he was in the job for years, and my grandfather was a deputy commissioner. My uncle ran Darlinghurst, so we were talking police stories as well.
Yeah. All right, so James has gone back to pretty much T to T, it looks to be. Bit of a, yeah. Well,
Amazing, he's come up short and it's playing follow the leader.
Yeah. Pete's like, no, don't get lonely up there, mate. I'll join you. Just for one bowl. I'm pretty sure they'll both make a correction here. Alright, so line's looking good, but I think we're a little light on again here for James. You're disappointed with that. Let's see if Pete wants to join him again, or thanks, Tony. One of the most supportive pairs teammates I've ever had, Tony Parfitt.
Stayed up.
Yeah, he's up on the deck.
Morning, Brian Baker. Thank you very much. Tony Parfitt. He's got a rap for you there, Luke.
Well, I'm not sure if that's a rap. I think he's, yeah. I've was fortunate enough to win the club pairs with him this year, and we'll go off to COC, and clearly he needs me to learn how to bowl a bit more, he says, so that's okay. Nothing like a good sort of,
this is going to get all the way to it. That's the one.
Hello.
Until something better comes along.
Been playing the wrong side, son. Might have even... No, just the one. Robbie doing his magical work that he does. Trying to show us. It's in the shadow. Yeah, so... Spot the ball in the shadow the game is at the moment.
Got a good line here.
He's going to be tight. He's going to be tight, unfortunately. Great effort, though.
Mate, pretty good weight. Stays on as well. Peter's probably got a 1.5 metres here to draw another one. He's really given it some air. And get back here.
If his pace is good, he'll count. Just held out there a little bit.
Not quite sure whether that's got back far enough.
I'm not going to sit on the fence. I'm going to say it's 2.
Okay, if I was forced to make a call, I'd probably go the other way, just to have some difference. Well, it's pretty clear. It was one.
See, this is why I don't jump off the fence and stay on there, I never get it right.
Yeah, but there's nothing like having a bit of fun. I mean, you went one way, I only went the other way just so we were different.
Well, next time you're having an assumption first, please.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, there we go.
No problem. I can be wrong at the best of times.
All right, so Pete's at that halfway mark, +1, or -1, I should say.
A little bit shorter now, length.
Yeah.
Just mixing it up a bit.
I think when you're locked in too, this can be a nice little sort of tactic to have to kind of just keep varying it, keep your
opponent,
on the guessing kind of.
You're in front and you're dictating the length, and the beauty of that is that you put one on straight away, then that pressure just can keep building, and you can keep doing the same thing with just shorter, take it longer, put one on, and then the opposition is chasing the whole time.
Yeah. Fair play to James though. It's an opener.
Fair start there from James.
Got our marker there, Shane Greentree. He's obviously, I think the way it works is if you win the game, you mark the second game.
I believe that's the way it works, as opposed to the other way where the the
I know there's some times
loser weights where you can get the job done in 2 games.
Yeah.
But in this, because of the entry fees and the like, I want to give everybody the opportunity of
it's the
getting
right way
their
to do
their full complement of games.
Yeah, it is the right way to do it. I mean, I know, there's an argument for both sides of it, but we all pay the same amount. We're all entitled to the same amount of play.
Correct.
So,
well, it was like the big change occurred years ago when you had to qualify for Australian Opens, and you could qualify for a particular event. You lived in Western Australia, you flew halfway across the country to play your game. You lost your first game and you're on the way back, and obviously that's not enticing to people to want to enter. Now the format is that you get a full day of bowls as the very minimum with 3 games each day.
All right, so I don't know who's actually got shot here, and I'm
thinking it's the bowl at the back of James.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get off the fence again then. You're going that way, I'm going to go the orange.
I got that.
Oh.
Favouring yours, look out.
I agree with you, Shane. From behind the screen. A little bit high.
It's going to get round here.
Yeah, he's just probably actually wants to miss his. Yeah. Thought maybe he might have changed up his hand actually.
Oh, and come down to have a look. Got one to come.
I think that's also in its own light. It's the best thing about this game is we all see shots differently and how we should play a shot or anything like that. And Did you play in anything yourself at all?
No, I gave up playing bowls 3 years ago.
Okay.
I've been involved in it for more than 20, and it was about time I started to spend some more time with my wife rather than her being a bowls widow. She's been a poker widow, a bowls widow. And now it's just the 2 of us enjoying our retirement.
That's the way, mate. Yeah, look, it's a game that'll always be here, so
it'll be quick here.
Interesting. Yeah, that's... Not sure what James was trying to play there.
One in the ditch is the shot, bolt. One up.
What would you... If you're playing this in yourself, what would you want to be playing first game, or you're happy to mark and...
I'm always happy to be the first cab off the rank, lead the way.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not. I mean, I don't. It doesn't faze me personally. Which one? Which way I kind of go. I think marking though, it does. That first game gives you a bit of an opportunity to see, what your opponents that lay ahead, what they like to play lengthwise, so you can...
Yeah, I haven't played many singles in event type. My singles has mainly been club championships and the like, where you're playing either 1 or 2 games a day.
Yeah.
And obviously being different, you're playing against your own club players, so you do know what they can do, and you're playing on your own green, so you do have an understanding of the lay of the ground, so to speak.
Now, Timmy, I don't want to brag here or anything like that, mate, but we're 1-1.
I got that, brother.
Okay.
I got that. I thought I was just going to be sneaky and keep talking. You may have missed it.
No, sorry to say.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that's hand there that Pete's playing. It looks like it's holding a bit more now.
Yeah, I think they're still drying out. 9:30, 10 o'clock, I think you may find that it'll start to get a bit wider. And like last night, which was evident on them. Only 3 bowls that didn't cross the centre line, with them all playing down that wide hand.
Right.
And of course, the one that got it so right was Jeremy, who threw it out the widest and came in and sat on the third shot to give the boys a remarkable win.
Yes. So good reply there from Pete. Good correction, and with a hand change as well. So holding the shot there, I would predict. Yeah.
Might come through the back way here.
Well, oh, it's close. That doesn't make it a lot of fun for Pete.
Just you can leave town with that.
Yeah, so he gave it every chance, Pete. He popped her out there. Just didn't kind of come back nicely for him. Tell you what, the umpires have done an outstanding job here as well. Always been ready. You know, sometimes you can have that situation where you call in for umpires and they're not necessarily hearing and stuff like that, but I know on all occasions we called umpire through here yesterday. Yeah, there was no waiting. Pete,
You don't want to be promoting any of these front ones. Pick the hole, make the wall wider. Probably holding a couple. There definitely is plenty of room on either hand here.
I believe Shane sort of indicated that it's 1 to Pete. He doesn't think it's the 2. James has got a good bunch of bowls here to give himself every chance, and he is going to do so.
That will be the boss.
Uno Muno. Good bowl, played it positive.
Well, it looks like the first of the singles matches is done and dusted. One shot here to James.
Alright, so James tried to go the long again, but he's sent the jack to the beach.
There we go, the all-new Suzuki Franz will be launching in August of 2025. You can register your interest with Suzuki Queensland today. Fantastic looking vehicle, that.
Yeah. Don't mind that colour either.
Oh.
Alright. James with the opening bowl. Didn't get to roll that length, but clearly he's like, thanks, Pete. Yeah. Purely a tactic, obviously, from James to go, nah, you roll it. Pete needs to grab it. Does not.
Slide on by.
And he's put the ball
I think
in the
it slid on
ditch.
by all the way to the sand.
So, positives for James. He cannot drop a full count this end. I know that's kind of sitting on the fence again there, Timmy, but...
Not sure that that he's taken full advantage of that. Real opportunity there to get another one close and nail it in.
So Pete's
Changed the hands here now from Peter. This is
close.
Well pointed. It's when the anchor is going to get dropped.
There it is.
Right about now in the
Good
right
ball.
spot.
It's quite sort of interesting to kind of change. Like you've popped your first bowl down and it's not what you want. You change it over. Probably a little bit different to what you think. Is James going to get back to the orange? No, he's
Not going to get all the way back in time. But it does stay up.
Okay, so
I'm glad I wasn't asked for that, because I would have said it was the orange one. Could have jumped straight in there with a victory.
Probably would have been with you. This needs to land.
Well, this is going to get all the way back
bowl.
easily here.
There we go. All right, well,
Ooh. Falling down, has it made the difference?
But I stole 5 of yours.
okay.
5 of yours, yes.
Two fair bowls from Peter and no result.
So this will be James' last bowl. Definitely love to sort of get back and rest in on those oranges. But he's going to pull up short. So
Little trickle on the monkey will be good here for
well,
Peter.
that's it, yeah. Oh, I'm
That's
not
a
liking
bit,
his
I
line.
don't see that getting back from out there. He would not be happy with that.
I'll never really understand why in a game of singles you want to have a mat at each end. It's not hard to carry the mat. You agreeing with me on something, Robbie? Yeah. No. And it's not like the mats weigh, 10 kilos. They're light. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, that measure is starting to look a little bit more like it is the yellow-black. And it is.
One paddle goes up.
So, 11-7. Back-to-back ends for James. Yep, so James is sticking to wanting to be T to T.
Well, it stayed up. Yeah. Well pointed this bowl.
Just pulling up
Just,
that a little bit.
Didn't quite get to run it right out to the finish.
It's the shadow that probably stopped him, I reckon, Timmy. If it wasn't in the shadow, he probably runs up. Not bad weight there from Pete, just missed the line a bit. I'm sure he'll correct this, no problems. James is down well here. There he goes. Good reply.
He's on the short track here.
Just tight.
Yep.
I think he was looking to play up through the bowl or jack back to his first one.
Oh, he's got a couple out there. He's a lunch boy. Doing breakfasts.
Brekkie run from Adam Taylor. Thanks, mate. We were fine. Yeah.
We knew you'd be fine.
Yeah.
Notice how I didn't scrunch the receipt. Right. I didn't scrunch the receipt.
And not only does he run a shonky bookmaking business, he's a shonky road food deliverer as well. They're going to hold to the shot bowl. Has punched it away a bit. Has he done enough to get the shot?
I'll tell you.
Yeah, the bowl is in the shadow. So he does, Peter does have the shot. This one is not going to trouble the scorer at all. Yep. Jack-eye bowl was in the shadow was the shot.
Bit of a free kick bowl here for Pete.
These are the ones you want to jump on
Well,
with
it's
glee. You
important.
don't get too many opportunities to get freebies.
Just
And
got to
he's
settle
done that
down.
very well,
Well
right
done.
next to these previous ones. So that'll be a two-shot grab from Peter. Got his side of the board turning over. Been stagnant for a few ends.
While they're just getting the thing out, I just received a text message from our bowls coordinator at Scarborough. You talk about shonky bookmakers, he's the worst. He's got this funny little thing that he does, and we have our singles final on Sunday, and I'm lucky enough to be a part of that, and I'm playing our club president. And he's given all of the encouragement needed for the cookie. He's put me at $1.02 and cookie at $17. And I can tell you right now, in the semi-final, he was given about the same odds to win his game against Macca, and came out and played probably the best bowls I've ever seen him play.
Yep.
And took him down. So Thanks for that, Chris Scott.
My old man used to tell me all the time, any price you're getting above even money in a 2-horse race, you jump at it. So if that bloke's made the other bloke a 17-1 chance, that's where my money would go. No disrespect, but
No.
I'd rather get 17 times my money than $1.20 for every dollar, or 20 cents for every dollar I've risked.
I mean, that makes sense, but I just, he doesn't need any more encouragement.
Yeah.
So,
Good correction
bowl there
here.
from Pete.
It's not what James was looking for. Not going to be happy with that result.
Sort of get the feeling if Pete can kind of lock in a little bit more here, he could run away with this one. Seems to be being a little bit more consistent than James.
Well, James is just as likely to come along here, touch the jack and take it out to his and
Yeah, look,
mess up the commentary.
it wouldn't be the first time that I've been wrong.
Oh, he's in a good paddock. I'm not
Well,
sure
on
he's got
pace.
enough to get all the way here.
Hang on.
Well, he's pretty close.
Oh,
Just going to hang out. It was a good effort. Cut one out at least.
hand change here
Forcing
for Pete.
Peter over onto the other hand.
I don't mind it. If he
He'd be
gets down onto his jack
looking
nicely.
to get a bit of a touch here or draw close to put the pressure on.
Bit wide for
I
the
think
jack
it's going to go
trial.
close here.
Yeah, that'll be
Tipping
second.
that
It could even be the
second
shot. Could even be the shot. Good balls.
Landed in a good home because if there is movement, or a fraction of movement, it is going to stay with the orange of Peter. Similar track to the last time. Is it going to start turning?
He's just going to hang out there. I like his weight choice there. So
It's probably going to.
I'm going to say 2.
Yeah, well, that was my view that time. I didn't call that early, but that's my view of it. A couple more games have been put in the bag.
James says
They're
no.
only going to take one by the look at that.
Okay.
Yep, there we go. We're both wrong. Oh, one more to Peter.
James has just turned around and he's like, I don't know what to do.
Well, as my brother used to say, can't play without teeth.
Well, I disagree.
My brother's never been right in anything in his life. I think his scenario is you can't play without teeth because he's doing this, and not only have you lost your teeth, but you've lost your horizontal.
Roger, okay. James obviously heard what Timmy was saying. He can hear it.
Oh, I didn't say anything that was out of line or embarrassing towards the player.
Good opening bowl here from him. You fired him up, you have.
Right on it.
Pete might just turn around and say to you, thanks for firing him up.
Oh, I'll take that.
But we have a great looking reply here. Going to get the jack? Yes, he does. That's a great bowl. Good bowl. That's a good confidence builder as well.
Second game in one of the sections about to start on an adjacent rink here. This has got some merit here. What a response. What a response. What a brilliant shot.
That is a brilliant bowl. So I think our markers indicated that Pete's holding short.
Not going to quite get back from there.
Is he going to go for me? Waiting for a swim.
Just half a roll short and it's dropped in the sink. The marker's favouring the orange bowl. Hasn't been wrong yet. Each time he's...
He's quite a handy bowler himself, actually, Shane. Just watching a bit of his action at Pelican.
It's always good in singles, especially competitions like this, where the initial part of it is that you have fellow players in the role of a marker, because they're sometimes more experienced than the well-meaning volunteer who volunteers to do it at a later time, and inadvertently sometimes those volunteers can have an impact which is not necessarily positive with some of the players there, not due to any malice or anything, but more the fact that they're just not experienced enough to really understand how not to be part of the game.
Yeah. So obviously Pete's probably got to be a bit careful here. It's good pace.
He's going to work all the way back, is he? Oh, not quite.
Good morning, Mr. Wilson Alexander. Yeah, so
the boys will go up there and survey the result. One shot to Peter, so the marker did have it right again. Pretty good line there. Probably need another metre or so.
Yeah.
Again, another bowl with great line, but just missing some of the oomph required. If Peter can improve on his first, definitely a lot better weighted. Probably as far behind as the one was short.
Much further. See how James goes with his correction.
Certainly in a better field. You're going to get all the way to Peter's bowl.
Can I get past? No, probably still orange as the shot.
Yeah, I think I'd be favouring the orange that's sitting down.
Yeah, this is better from Pete.
That's definitely the boss now.
No measure required. Not that there really was anyway before that one, but pointed well.
Yep.
All on weight now, which is looking okay. Oh, it's starting to die.
Needs to get a little help on.
No, it's second shot.
Peter's down on the backhand side.
Grasped well.
He's in the right paddock.
Starting to come back now. Good bowl.
It's arriving right on to the jack. That's a great shot.
Yep.
Currently holding 2. James is under the pump again here. Let's see what he can do.
Crossed well.
This is where they start to turn and come home. Has he got the legs to get here?
Gotta run.
Not sure he has.
Okay.
Looks like 2 more to Peter.
And that gets Peter into the game-winning zone. Take him to 17. So, as we all know in singles, it's those last few shots that can be the difficult ones to notch up.
Morning, Lou Ellen Robinson. Thanks for tuning in. So with that 2 shots there, Peter is enjoys a 10-shot advantage. The game today in the sectional is first to 21. So effectively, Peter has reached the bridge. Pretty much imperative that that James stops the turning of the board and gets it on his side.
Definitely, yeah.
Well, first opportunity presents itself as Peter just cut the grass line a bit there.
I think Pete's just sort of a little unsure as to what side's the side he wants to be with, you know.
Well,
like,
this is where it starts to work from. He just needs to run it out.
He's going to be short again. He's been a little bit short, and
Yep.
this could be with the green change. You know, that moisture coming up, you kind of lose that little bit of finish. that was there. It's definitely, it's always that little transition period. This is well pointed. Could be tight.
I think the weight's going to mean that
weight
it's
has
in
helped
the,
him.
well and truly in the count.
But good enough for a shot.
Need to miss this.
Could be good enough for the shot though. Okay, so Shane has said yes. James got the shot. Very, very good attempt. Great weight.
Very important bowl, this one. James needs to get something in the head here. It is coming back.
Yeah, but it's not in the, doesn't reduce the count, so could we see a hand change?
So the marker believes Peter's still holding one.
Thought, I don't know, I kind of would have been a little tempted here to play the forehand and...
Well, he's certainly thrown that one well out. Not sure it's going to get all the way back. Well, there's a big opportunity here now for James to get the score. Got all of his bowls on the way in there.
Yeah.
Quite a deal of space. He's taken a narrower line.
He's got
He's
weight.
got the weight to get past his first one. This will be the shot on tipping.
This is the definite shot.
Yep, that's a great bowl under pressure.
Very good bowl. And again, that's kind of why I'm a little surprised Pete didn't change over to that forehand and actually look to just bring that jack back, 2 foot.
Yeah, denying the opportunity of the draw in that manner.
It actually puts him at game down. If he trails at that 2 foot, he makes 4 shots. And
Yep.
But we're sitting here on chairs, not getting sunburnt.
And both been wrong at least once.
Yeah. Look, I'll admit it. I've been wrong twice to your one. But we've got a game. We've got another game to even up. You in for the whole day for it, I assume?
Yep.
Yeah.
Today, tomorrow, the next day.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna let all the traffic kind of clear.
And make the Scarpa south.
Yeah, go home. Go pick up my kitties.
Have you been up here since the sides?
No, I only came up for the pairs. When you're a casual worker, it's pretty hard to take off 3 weeks. As much as it would be great. But I've enjoyed, obviously, a nice run through the pairs, and always enjoyed playing the States. Yeah, so something that's sort of been pretty consistent for this game for James, unfortunately, is when he's rolled the jack and he's had that first bowl, he just has not put enough pressure on.
When you're 9 shots down, you're giving your opponent an open draw like that.
Yeah, and Pete makes him pay for it. He falls roughly 1.5 foot short.
Just puts you straight back under pressure.
Yeah. But on this length as well, it's very easy to pull up, short.
Oh, this one's going to wave goodbye.
Weight was good.
Doing the Rod Stewart as it sails by.
His weight was very good. Starts to work back. Yeah, he's running. Look, it's probably enough for second shot, but I'd predict that with James having 2 left, he should be able to reduce that.
Oh, he's narrow here.
Okay. Pete would love to make this third bowl count. Give him an opportunity with his last bowl to, you know, potentially play the winning match bowl.
Oh, this is going to count.
Close. He wants to probably contact his there, and he does. Ooh. Does let James have a really good look here too.
Well,
stick into his backhand.
Needs to reduce this count somehow, otherwise Peter will have an opportunity to finish the assignment.
I'm not liking his line. He needs to have a lot of weight with that line. He's going to let go.
It's now gone.
Oh,
so real opportunity here.
Let's see how Pete goes. He's only got to beat that wing bowl, so he's got a good meter. Line's out. And here he starts to come back, but he needs to find the breaks. He doesn't, I don't think. Oh.
They left the door open.
Okay, so they're saying it's only 2.
A further 2, so Peter moves on to 19. Been playing just on an hour and a half.
Got a Peter fan. Danae Abbott there saying, come on, Pete. John Wilson.
James's lead-off bowl.
Pete's.
Peter's, sorry.
Yeah.
Got that.
That's right, mate. It's early in the morning. I get it. It's been a long 3 weeks for you guys, for sure.
Yep, good looking start here from James.
Well, you were just predicting the future.
Yep.
Well done. Good opener.
I can tell you the winner of the first race tomorrow. About 5 minutes after it's finished.
Very good. Pete has a great reply. If he holds up, or he's actually pulling up a little shorter than I thought. Still in
Great
the area.
Line.
Yeah, not badly down here again. Ooh, he's starting
Doesn't
to
want
go.
to promote this. Ooh.
Yeah, oh, he might get lucky and it might roll away. In one of the matches yesterday, our opposition bowl, I think it was Tyler's, if I recall correctly, Pete gets the jack, does he? Oh, I think he needs to try.
Found that hole, brushed past that bowl, not enough to let it drop.
Yeah, as I was starting to say there, had one of his bowls there where it took about a minute, maybe a minute and a half, and it eventually decided to get lazy and lay down. And yeah, it was quite funny actually, because you could just see it was just very much so, ever so millimetre like, falling ever so slowly.
The markers indicated that Peter is holding with the bowl on the front right, as you see it on the screen.
He would love to, get jack or land James Bowl weight.
Well, he's trying to get in there, that same one where he was the bowl before. So obviously, James has to be a little careful here. Hand change, and he started to come back. Just going to pull up. Get there.
Probably one of the better hits though that we've seen for a little while. So Pete does get himself to 20. The hardest shot to get in a game of singles.
That last one.
Just that last one. But he does look like he's pretty well locked in at the moment. And don't think he's going to have too much trouble, respectfully, towards James, to get it done.
Stranger things have happened.
Well, it's one of those things, but not exactly a bad opening bowl here when you need to get
that certainly
one.
puts the pressures well and truly straight back.
Definitely stay tuned, because as always, the cameras are going to keep on rolling. And we'll see Shane get to start his singles campaign against one of these two gentlemen. In the area again here from Pete. A little bit short, but handy. Oh, how much weight's James got here? He needs a bit for him to hold up.
It's going to work off this one, I think.
Oi.
Oh.
Well, still giving him chances, and he's got that back one there with his first bowl, so... Ooh, Pete's line's a little dangerous here, is it? Doesn't want it to give anymore.
Just going to lay it down. James.
Going to play a big bowl here, James. Now is a pretty good time to do it.
Looking to arrive on that shot bowl.
Grass is good. Just wait.
Too much weight?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, what do you got in store for us here, Pete? Coming to the back. Yeah. It's a good little catching home there. Let's see if James is going to make Pete work a little bit more for it. Oh, that's tight.
No.
Yeah, that's a tight one.
I don't think he's going to get lucky at all. Oh.
Yeah, that's one and run.
That'll be the match complete.
Congratulations to Pete. Good performance by both gentlemen. That first game's always the tough one. There you go. Gentlemen are shaking hands. So that's a 21-8 victory to Pete. And that margin, that's important. Obviously, because it's, depending on how Shane goes against James, it's, it could be differences at times.
There we go. Our sponsors for today are pleased to announce that the new Suzuki Fronds will be launching in August 2025. If you'd like to get a jump on others, you can register your interest with Suzuki Queensland today. The all-new Suzuki Fronds crossover. We are with today's play here in the men's and women's singles of the Queensland State Championships, proudly sponsored by Queensland Government, Suzuki Queensland and the Sunshine Coast Council, and of course the host club, Coolum Beach Bowls Club. Just while we're waiting for the game to change over, just like on behalf of Bowls Queensland and the commentary team here, a big shout out to all the volunteers at all the clubs who have worked tirelessly. I know that I walk into Coolum Beach at 6:30, 7:15 in the morning each morning this week, and there's a troop of people here, and I'm sure that's been the same at other clubs. So to all of you who have volunteered your time, hats off. You've made a great contribution to this carnival and through the district side, so well done to all. Queensland are sponsored by Mullins Moore in Law, of course the Queensland Government, BCIB Insurance Brokers, ASIC Sport, J. Carroll Club Promotions and Bioscapes Group. Again, thank you for your ongoing sponsorship that allow this event to take place and to continue to be recognised as one of Let everybody know it looks like we'll be about 20 minutes or so before we're back to the next stream. So you'll have time to go and put the kettle on for a cuppa, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.